The funny thing is that we can spend 50 hours on a job, but we're afraid to put an hour into ourselves, you know what I'm saying? An hour into our passion, an hour into your goals. Believe it or not, when you go to work, you're fulfilling someone else's goal. You know what I mean? You're fulfilling another man's dream. And sometimes you gotta step back and do it for yourself. Not saying that you don't need a job, but at the same time, like, don't neglect your calling. You know what I mean? Don't neglect your purpose. Godred Show, man. Back at it again. It's your boy D. Back at it with another video. You know what I'm saying? Today is going to be a very special topic. We're going to talk about how to reinvent yourself. If you know that there's something that you want to do, there's some stuff you want to change, some things you want to leave behind, and you want to start something new, a brand new you. You know what I'm saying? This video is for you. I reinvented myself a few times. Most people are afraid of changes. We are afraid that things may not go the way that we want. And we always think of the worst might happen. But things may work. Things will work out the way it should. But we should not be afraid to change and work towards those things. How you see yourself. Do you know who you are? Do you know who you are? Do you know you? A lot of people try to be other people or try to act a certain way for people to like them. You don't gotta do that, man. You have to embrace who you are. You gotta leave your past in the past. Everything that they taught us from kids or from growing up, you've been programmed to be the way you are by people, you know what I'm saying, by your parents, by your teachers. There's a point in time when you gotta let that go and live on your own terms and follow your own dreams and follow your own passion. All the things that they tell you that you're not capable of, you are capable of it. You are capable of having that job or having whatever you desire, you know. That doesn't define you. Your past does not define you. You gotta let go of your past, move forward, embrace who you truly are. I think that everyone has a talent. Everyone is blessed or have a gift that they have to fulfill in this life. But I think society at large want us to feel that we need a degree or we need a diploma or some shit to validate our being. But there are people that are smart that didn't went to school, didn't went to college, you know what I mean? That is just a piece of paper, you know what I mean? All the stuff in the past that people tell you that you're not good enough, even if maybe you're an athlete or you're in a certain career and people tell you you're not good enough or whatnot, you cannot fall into these beliefs, these way of thinking. I feel like you're only as limited as your mind. If you really believe what people tell you, you're never gonna get as far as you want, you know what I mean? You're in control of how you think about yourself, you know what I'm saying? Is you gotta really think about yourself that you are capable and you are a blessed being that can pursue any goal, and to see yourself as a blessed individual, a talented individual, and someone that is capable of anything. So whatever this goal might be, if it's starting a business or however you plan to contribute to the world, you know what I'm saying? You have to see yourself as that, bro. This is my personal story. My first reinventing experience, I would say, it was coming to Canada, you know what I mean? And coming into a new country, man. If you've ever gone a new country, that is a whole new world for you to figure out. Reinvention doesn't mean that you have to fake it. You can change the way you dress, or it's all in your mind, you know what I'm saying? How do you want to be perceived by people? Imagine going to a new country, no one knowing you, and you have to learn everything from scratch. It's some type of change. You gotta change something. Just came to Canada, I had to change the way I talk, the way I speak, the way I interact with people, you know what I mean? So change has to come at some point. At some point you will have to change something. Life is not the same. Every day is not the same. We have the same 24 hours, but everything is not exact. Change has to happen. But I said most people are afraid of change, man. Are you the type of person that is routine based? Do you like things a certain way? We gotta be more open-minded. We gotta change, man. We gotta change our habits. We all know those bad habits have been keeping us back. We all have bad habits. We all know that things that we should not be doing that we're doing, and that's holding us back. You gotta let it go, man. Listen, 2024 is our year. You know what I'm saying? It's just around the corner. We gotta start making those changes now, man. All those bad habits, all those things that hold you back, you know what I mean? Do you have things that are holding you back? And we gotta just restructure, refocus our thoughts. We gotta be this new person, you know what I'm saying? And living the life that we wanna live. There's no right time to start. Stop waiting on the right time. Nothing is gonna be a perfect timing, man. You gotta just do it, you know what I mean? You gotta just do it and figure it out on the go, you know what I mean? Or have a plan of how you want things to go. It may not be exact, but you doing is gonna inspire you to keep going, you know what I mean? Because it feels good to have a business idea and start it, you know what I mean? I remember, like, I started my business. Me thinking of starting a business was harder than me doing it. It was really easy when I started to do it, you know what I'm saying? When I started getting the logo, when I started making these accounts for my Instagram and doing the business was more fun, it was more fulfilling than me thinking about it. When I thought about it, it was hard, you know what I mean? I was thinking that it was hard, but when I started actually putting in the effort to do my business, it was easier and was much more fulfilling, you know what I'm saying? Things are not as bad as you think it may be, you know what I mean? Things are not as bad as you think, you know what I mean? In reality, it's easier. You're gonna make mistakes, and it just comes with learning, you know what I mean? Are you open to learning, you know what I'm saying? Being open to learning new things, reading. You're gonna figure it out, man. Just do it. Just get it started, get it done. You gotta get out of this belief that you're not enough, right? Because you are enough, you know what I'm saying? And it's so funny that when you go to school and you have a low grade, you might fail the class, but it doesn't mean that you're not smart. Maybe you didn't study. This is on someone else's agenda. Generally speaking, that you should see yourself as brilliant, as smart, and that you could do it, because you can do it, right? But I think in life, the effort you put in is the effort you get out. Let's stop labeling ourselves. Let's start thinking highly of yourself, you know what I'm saying? And go after what we want. You are brilliant and you are capable of everything. What is that one thing that is going to make you happy? What is that one thing that you've been dreaming of starting for a long time? What is that one thing that you want to do that you know is going to make you feel fulfilled, happy, and go after it, you know, with all you have? But the most important thing is getting it started. The funny thing is that we can spend 50 hours on a job, but we're afraid to put an hour into ourselves, you know what I'm saying? An hour into our passion, an hour into our goals. Believe it or not, when you go to work, you're fulfilling someone else's goal. You know what I mean? You're fulfilling another man's dream. And sometimes you gotta step back and do it for yourself. Not saying that you don't need a job, but at the same time, like, don't neglect your calling. You know what I mean? Don't neglect your purpose. There's a reason why you're at where you're at. You know what I'm saying? Like, but you gotta believe that and know that you're destined for more. You gotta believe that. Like, when Drake was in the streets, like when he was in Toronto, he was not popping, you know what I'm saying? But he knew that he was gonna get big, but he was doing the work, handing out CDs, you know what I'm saying, recording music, because he knew that he was gonna be big. Start doing the work every day, you know. Your perspective has to change, you know what I'm saying? Oh, what are you gonna do every day to get there? You know what I'm saying? You gotta execute. This shit gotta happen, and you gotta do it every day. Plan it if you're gonna do it every day, every week, or whatever, but you gotta get started. You know what I'm saying? We don't got time to waste. If you're gonna eat healthy, you gotta start it now. There's no time to wait. Let's get shit started, man. Let's get shit done. And things will work out. You know what I'm saying? We always think of the worst, but things are gonna work out the way it should. Find a way. God got you, man. So prepare yourself mentally and go from there, man. Like, you can reinvent yourself physically, you can reinvent yourself spiritually. Moving out of the country, moving to another state, but most important thing is changing your mindset, your state of mind, and how you want to approach the next day. You know what I'm saying? You could change your life in 24 hours, man. It doesn't mean that you don't need a year to change your life. You can change your life in 24 hours. You can change your life in a few hours. You know what I'm saying? It's just all your mindset at the end of the day. Let's get to it, man. 2024 is just around the corner. If you got a list for the year, some shit you want to work on, get it done, man. But don't wait. There's no more waiting. You know what I'm saying? Now is the time. And I said, you only put in what you put in is what you get out, man. That goes with anything. If you don't put in the time and effort, you will not get the rewards. You know what I'm saying? So put the time in, put the effort in. You know what I'm saying? And be patient with the results. You know what I mean? Things may not go the way you want sometimes, but in the end, if you're happy and you're doing what you want to do, that's all that matters. You know what I'm saying? So if you haven't subscribed to the channel, subscribe. God Rich Podcast. It's the God Rich Show. Like, share, subscribe, holla back.